Well, I would say that for a large company, the problem is that you have many sites, many different kind of cultures, and many specific situations that you need to understand. What I have learned is that you can develop this program all around the world. It doesn't matter where you are, but there is a way to do it. And what is important is that even if you're in a large corporation, you need to identify key people in top management areas that they need to be aware and understanding, so you have the right support. If you don't have the support, then you cannot do it. So I think that really having a good approach with them, if you can really explain to them what you would like to do, what you think would be good, and that means that even if there is some signal coming from the headquarters, that doesn't mean that that will happen. You need to be smart enough to get the resources, to convince people, to show them the return of investment and how that can be a reality. So you need to gain confidence from them, and second, from the employees. And that's not easy, again, because you are dealing with different kind of cultures. So I would say that first of all, you need to adapt what is coming from headquarters. You need to really understand it, to study that, and create a value-added program that is going to be bought by top management. And then the second part is that, in my opinion, it is not easy to gain the confidence of employees. So why I am going to participate in a program, why I need to fill out this form and go through a HRA and things like those. So you need to gain the confidence on them in many ways. For instance, in this region, I think something very important, I think all around the world, is related with confidentiality. Why the company has this interest to know about me? So they need to understand that the company will not know anything about each specific person, just in general. And I think that once you are able to solve these barriers is when you can move. I would say that the bases are the same, but there are some few things that you need to adapt. But the base are just the same. And again, I think that will work all around the world, at least based on the different countries I have and different cultures I have to deal with. And even let me tell you something, there are big countries like Brazil, for instance, where the culture for someone in Sao Paulo is not the same as someone in some other small city. Same happens in many other countries in this region. Probably it's not like Europe or the US, where it doesn't matter where you are, you have the same resources, the same quality level in general, I mean. So here you need to really think about that and adapt it. But again, our experiences, our progress with these programs have shown us that you can get it. You can really have success and be there with these programs. We really want to have a sustainable, well-adapted, well-received program. So I think that we're moving, in my opinion, very good. Always you have a lot of room for improvement. Always is coming something new. So we need to adapt, to be sure that we are really understanding the new challenges, that there are many different situations in the workplace. But I think that the challenges we will be dealing with is related with emotional, or I would say behavioral problems. In my opinion, that's going to be a challenge. It is right now, but it will be worse, like depression, for instance, substance abuse. In the past, I remember some people in this region saying, this is a problem for Europe or the States. No, not in this country, because the families, that's not true anymore. We have the same problems that everybody has around the world, and we have to deal with that. But I think that the behavioral problems that are coming will be a real challenge for the workplace. And secondly, and I think this is very important to mention, the world is now just one marketplace. So you are really competing with everybody. So you want to compete and have success, you need to really pay attention to your people. It doesn't matter where you are, but you need to pay attention to your people. Same if this is in Chicago or in the UK, same everywhere in Latin, for instance, in Asia, whatever it is, you really need to pay attention to your people to have success as a business. I think that's a very good question. There are some companies like DuPont that they are really paying attention to people. We have very specific core values, and all of them are related with people. So I'm sure that the more you think about that, the more you really understand that this is a reality, and then you can see that in the workplace, having people happy, talented people coming to work, people that really are there, you know, doing their best, not coming feeling sick or having concerns, because they have tools that the company is providing to resolve their specific situation, whatever they are. It's not only medical insurance, it's understanding people, it's having an environment within the company where they feel okay to come to see management and say, you know, supervisor, I have a problem, I need support from you. And then the company really give that support. So I would say that when you can convince your stakeholders that you are attracting the best people, because this is a key element where the environment is so good that they want to come here. Of course, in addition to many other strategies that the company should have, you know, like reviewing salaries and benefits and things like those. But when you help the people in this arena, considering also the emotional piece, and they have a way to continue progressing, I think that that's really something that the stakeholders should consider. I'm going to be investing my money in a successful company. I think that at this time it's becoming an issue. That's my opinion. Because as I mentioned, when you're competing and you're trying to attract and retain those talented people, and sometimes where you need, for instance, you are acquiring a new business, you would like to expand a business, and you have more people coming to work with you with the knowledge, I would say with the enthusiasm, concentrated in what they are doing, to be creative. I think more and more top management in companies are understanding, or business people, that they need to help people to deal with their personal problems. I mean, not only physical conditions, but also emotional conditions. Let me answer that question in two ways. In the US, they are totally convinced. In these countries, my thinking is that they are convinced. We have room for improvement. We still need to demonstrate, because there could be the idea that, you know, this approach is working in the States, but here we have different laws, different situations, which is not true in my opinion. So I think that we are moving very well. We have most of the way that we have made progress. There's a little more we need to do, but we are very close to be there. I would say that top management in the region is really understanding the importance of this topic. And it's not just because this idea is coming from the headquarters. They are understanding that this is very important to have success. Competition is a problem. I'm sure competition is a problem around the world. So you really need to have these people with you. And something very important based on your question, I think that the concern related to attracting and maintaining talented people, with no doubt, is there everywhere. So in my company, is there everywhere. So I think this is a very important reason why we are moving toward this direction, because they understand that we are playing an important piece in the strategic arena, I mean the strategic part, working with them in conjunction with them, like a plant manager, a business director, whatever, and they are really understanding this is important for them to have success.